Hi, I'd like to start the show with a song. New you. If a person is looking for some real guidance and a real education, then try testing the New You song before you go to sleep for like 15 minutes, and when you wake up in the morning, maybe for 15 more minutes, and see what life shows you. I'm attempting to share this new presentation that Dwayne Hepner has created, and he's wrote a series of books, the Adventure Is series, and the True Completeness course. So I'm not trying to influence anybody. It's just trying to share this opportunity that the real guides are providing to whoever they've brought to hear this attempt to share the new presentation. There are no coincidences in cause and effect creation, so this opportunity is maybe what you'd call very rare. Maybe we've gone through millions of lifetimes to get to right now, to be given a chance to earn our way out of these psych realms, which are the physical and the astral and the causal and the mental and the etheric, and through the deep dark border with some real guides to get us through to the real universes where there's real freedom and real love, not this emotional stuff we think is love here on Earth. I think I'd like to read a little bit of an introduction from one of Dwayne's books, A Journey to Real Freedom. And it goes, from the real universes of the all is. To most of the general public, what I am presenting is not known or common knowledge, because the existing KEK systems, KEK meaning controlling earthly corporation systems, make sure that most people are very dumbed down, stupid, tap-lined, drugged, poisoned, and most of all, subliminally controlled. I have come up through my own real experiences, and this is what I am sharing, and also reporting the real news as to what is actually happening on the earth right now. I am Dwayne, the great writer and journalist. I created the new presentation as a worldwide wake-up for everyone. What I am presenting is not a spiritual teaching or a path, and I do not have followers, as do the masters and gurus of days gone by. I am simply real with everything I do and present. I stand with Rebas Artars and the real universal guides and the true reality, the all is. In 2001, I was given the rod of power from Rebazar and Paul, and this is when Harry was supposed to announce me and step aside, but she would not let him, as he really does love the power she holds with him. There is so much to this adventure and story. a lot more than I am writing here. But this will give you an idea as to what to learn if you so decide. In August 2007, the real position became the new wave is the new man. At this time, I was finally ready to do what I came here to do. I suggest to take your time as you read this new book too, as I have brought in many new experiences that I have not shared before. Before there was creation, there is always the all is. The all is decided creation as a simulator with a beginning, a duration of what has become known as time and space, and an ending, so that a new cycle of creation can take place as each unaware soul decides its own journey through the endlessness life is. This is real. This is so real that the minds of those who are still in the simulator of creation cannot in any way figure out what the so-called beginning of life is all about. But the true reality life is, there is no beginning, only the true isness. What is taking place on the earth and all the other round worlds in black space is nothing more than a testing ground for the unaware to wake up and become more aware, and eventually be free from the causes and effects of the simulation of creation. In the meantime, you and I are living an adventure like no other and having to deal with what this world has become. You can stay here for as long as you want and keep reincarnating into more body forms, or you can pay attention to what I am presenting and become a free being of real light, as this is your choice now. You, like almost everyone else, have been marketed with the ideas of worshiping gods and their controlling earthly corporations, Keck, and being blinded with the fact that what exists here is created out of nothing and not as it appears to be. You can continue to be fooled or wake up to what is real now. Learn to watch your dream visions. Before we get into some of what I have been through this lifetime, I will share some of what took place before I got here this lifetime. From my last lifetime as the Golden Warrior, when I was a half-breed Indian known as Goldie, I was in the real universes beyond the psych realms of time and space. From the 7th life level, all the psych realms are seen with a real view. The lowest of body forms which are found on this earth cannot in any way figure out what the real universes are. So they have created gods and idols, masters and gurus, presidents and kings, all of which have taken control of the earth and made everyone here a slave to tradition, which is nothing more than something someone invented and marketed as supposedly authentic, which it all is definitely not. You are always the decider of your life. But if you want to stay here as a prisoner on a poisoned and polluted planet that is getting worse every day, that is your choice. In the real universes, I could see that it was my turn to return and do what no one else would do. The true reality life is so simple and direct. But as one enters the 5 lower levels of the psych realms, then things become very complicated, especially with the reptilian alien, raw, tech age this world is now in. You as the reader are probably among the unaware and dumbed down, a person who sees this world as the only reality there is. And you have the right to think and decide this. But if you take the risk, as I have, you will see more. The real risk taker is the new man. The new wave is the new man. Becomes so by the true reality life is, the all is. Rebas Artars and the real universal guides with the new man provide real guidance and a real education for all. Real truth and real freedom must be recognized, more so than what has been thought of as truth and implied freedom on the round world. To the mind bodies in time and space, real truth and real freedom are like a fantasy that cannot exist. Read the Adventure Is series I have written, which this new book is a part of, and sing the new you and watch your dream visions. You will be shown what is real now. As you do, you will eventually catch on to what is really happening on this planet, and you will also become more aware of all the life levels and how you can escape from this dark world, which is just another place in life. My real journey has been one of great interest to those who are looking for real freedom. On this little earth, with the invented systems of politics, religion, spiritualism, militarized education, and manipulating scientific horror, and whatever else the controlling earthly corporations, KEK, can dream up, you are dealing with a whole lot just to survive day by day. These con systems are not at all interested in your welfare, even though they do imply they are, they really are not. The implied freedom that is politically indoctrinated into people is nothing more than a subliminal transfer to you and everyone else to control you. There is no real benefit to what has been created by the systems of belief, which all the systems of the earth are the same. Even though they may appear to be different, they are not. The new presentation stands out among everything that is taking place here. And as you read my new books and what I have written, you will begin to wake up to your real awareness. You, the real you, is a being of real light from the true reality life is, the all is. From all that you have been taught here, what I am now presenting would seem like science fiction, and this is what the one world controllers would like you to believe as they continue to dumb you down daily with microwaves, television and commercials, entertainment, pharmaceuticals, fluoridated water, chemtrails, lethal vaccines, political, religious, and spiritual pretty words of ancient and dead wisdom. And there is so much more. They create deception upon deception, as this is their daily business routine to keep you and everyone working as a 9-to-5 slave for their systems. There is a much better way to have real freedom, and I share this with you. Your dream visions, those nightly experiences you are having, are the first clue and steps towards your real freedom. But you must decide to explore and discover what is so very well hidden with you, the real you now. If you do not, then you will continue to reincarnate here until you decide to wake up and get real. Life is about the choices you make, not about believing in any gods. From the real universes, I could see what I would be going through during my last stay on Earth in a material body. I wanted the genuine excitement and adventure, but I did not want a lot of what I knew I had to go through. I have always loved what Rebazar had taught me, and he wanted me to go back and do this adventure, and for him and the other real guides, I decided to do it. There really was no one else except Paul who came before me. Everyone else was going to stay on the real side and assist us while we made our way. During the time Paul and I were in the physical and being taught by Rebazar, there were many others who were candidates for the real position. And this is where this adventure gets interesting. Because Paul had created a teaching in a particular way, which was using the spiritual God idea to start with, we both knew that it would someday fail completely. All the God ideas fail because they were creations from the reptilian aliens who have created havoc and destruction since the beginning of time.